Hello, everybody. Welcome and thank you for joining me today to learn more about California State University Northridge right here in Los Angeles, California. My name is Boris and I'm the Outreach and International Programs Manager, and I'll tell you a little bit more about our university today in the course of this presentation. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So first off, California State University Northridge, or as we refer to ourselves, CSUN, is part of the California State University System, which is the largest public university system in the US with 23 different campuses right here throughout California. CSUN is among the top 3 largest of those 23 campuses, with a student enrollment of about 40,000 students, 39,000 students to be exact. Out of those 39,000 students, we have around 3,000 students from more than 100 different countries, so from all over the world, international students. And those students can study more than 60 undergraduate majors and more than 70 graduate or master degrees. Right here on the map, you can see a little bit where we are located within Los Angeles. So we are located in the northern part of the city, about 30 to 40 minutes away from the Los Angeles International Airport. So very easily reachable via international travel, and very centrally located within Los Angeles itself, with an easy driving distance to Hollywood, to Beverly Hills, to downtown, to the beach cities, Santa Monica, Malibu. So again, very, very centrally located. Now, a little bit about our university. Of course, you want to know what kind of facilities can I expect when I study at CSUN as an international student. And CSUN has a very holistic student approach. So we want to make sure that our students are not only well taken care of when it comes to academics, but also in regards to their mental and physical well-being. And in order to do that, we have a number of things that we offer to our students. So for example, we do have a student recreation center, a state-of-the-art student recreation center. You can see that right here on this slide, the SRC. And the SRC is a 3-story high building, highly energy efficient. It's a couple of years old, and it offers exercise classes. You can do some weight lifting. You can socialize, of course, stay in shape. You can attend, well, there's a climbing wall. So if you are into rock climbing, you can do that. It's 3 stories high. There are basketball courts, volleyball courts, spin and exercise classes. Even if you'd like to try a new sport, you could do that easily at the SRC. So it's an overall opportunity for you as an international student to socialize and to stay in shape. And I think it's just a great facility that we have here at CSUN. Also, once you're tired from that, you can hop right next door to the Oasis Wellness Center. The Oasis Wellness Center is almost like our own little spa that we have available to our students on campus. There you can get a massage. There are massage chairs available to students. You can take a nap. Generally speaking, you can just de-stress, get ready for the next exam or the next homework, if you will, for the next class. And in between, you can relax, maybe even meditate. There's, a meditation garden that is available to students, as you can see here on the slide as well. Napping pots, those that I mentioned, you can see them here on the slide in the upper right-hand corner. So it's really a cool place. Aromatherapy and nutritional advice is also available. So definitely something I would take a look at as an international student. Now, of course, you can also join more than 300 clubs and organizations that are active on our campus. Those clubs and organizations can literally range from, have a broad range of, interests. So you can look into sports clubs, you can look into study-related clubs, you can look into clubs that are based on a certain hobby. And then, of course, we also do have an active Greek life at CSUN. So we do have sororities and fraternities who are active on our campus as well. And some of them are accessible to international students too. Should you have, let's say, an interest or a hobby that you cannot find a club for, and you think you might be able to get other students interested, you can also found your own student club. So I think it's a great, it's a great service to you. And again, it makes it very easy to make new friends. Other than that, CSUN, of course, also has a student health center. In case if you're not feeling well, you can go there. to the Klotz Student Health Center. There's medical staff in attendance. They can take a look at you. And if it's something more serious, they can refer you to the next nearest hospital or urgent care center. And last but not least, aimed at our predominantly undergraduate students, so bachelor students, we also do have a Matador Academic Advisement Hub. Matador, Matty the Matador, that's our mascot. So just in case if you're wondering about the name. Now, student housing is also available for students, but we do not make our student housing mandatory. So on-campus student housing is available, but it's not mandatory. If you're interested in that option, I highly recommend it. It's usually a shared option where 2 students share 1 bedroom. That's the most common option that I see. 4 students share a 2-bedroom apartment. It's fully furnished, includes Wi-Fi, cable TV, laundry, and even parking facilities in case if you decide to buy a car upon request. Parking is offered as well. There's resident support staff, and there's a big housing community center, as well as 2 swimming pools, 1 beach volleyball court, and 1 basketball court in our housing area. The community center is really cool, where you can go hang out with other housing students. A big dining hall, of course, is available as well. But for the community center, you can see that here on the slide, you can play some ping pong, socialize with other students, play some table foosball. I think a PlayStation is available there as well, where you can play games against other students. Of course, very safe and convenient. It's within walking distance to your classroom. A couple of famous alumni I'd like to point out that CSUN has. You may have seen some of those around. We have, of course, Eva Longoria, who is well known as in her role as an actress for Desperate Housewives, and most recently as a political activist. Alison Hannigan, also an actress in How I Met Your Mother. Sergei Tankian is the lead singer of System of a Down. He also graduated from CSUN. And then most recently, Doug Emhoff, who is the first second gentleman, the husband of Kamala Harris, our current vice president. So as you can see, just a selection of famous alumni. You can Google it. There are plenty more that went to CSUN. So it's kind of cool to check that out as well. Now, one thing I'd like to talk to you about in detail is our semester at CSUN program. So if you're interested to study at CSUN for 1 semester or for even 2 semesters here at our university and receive credit for that, this is a great opportunity for you to get a good feeling for what it feels like to be a student here in Southern California, going to an American campus. We do offer that for our spring and fall semesters. And the minimum requirements are fairly straightforward. You should provide us with your English proficiency that should be a TOEFL score of at least 61 for undergraduate studies, or an IELTS of 6.0. If you're a graduate student, that would be a TOEFL score of 79 or an IELTS score of 6.5. Minimum GPA requirement here is 2.0. That is on an American grading scale out of 4.0, so about a C average, and you should be at least 18 years old. It's a great opportunity for you, even if you just finished up your high school year. This is a great opportunity for a gap year as well. If you don't know what to do right after high school, again, great opportunity to just dive into the Southern California lifestyle. Also, as a semester at CSUN student, you will receive an official CSUN transcript. So again, with those courses that you're taking, if you are currently a university student, you can potentially get credit for the courses that you're taking here at CSUN. Just let us know so we can help you picking the right courses and making sure that you meet the requirements that you might have from your university in your respective home country. Those credits are, again, transferable also to CSUN if you decide to stay at CSUN longer, and if you want to become a full-time, full-degree CSUN student, that is also a possibility. And yeah, we do offer on-site support and academic advisement. We do that all in-house, if you will. Having said that, this is our semester at CSUN program staff. You can see my colleagues here and myself. So again, my name is Boris. Our semester at CSUN manager, that is Jess. We do have our student life and housing manager, Yukiko. And then also we have Ida, who can help you with any immigration related questions regarding your F1 visa and general immigration questions and what you have to keep in mind. And we provide orientation, academic advisement, immigration advising, social events, trips, and of course, personal attention. Now, you can study a lot of different things at CSUN, as I mentioned before, more than 60 undergraduate majors, more than 70 graduate degrees. We actually have more or around 9,000 classes each semester that CSUN offers in 9 different academic colleges. They're listed right here. And it's just really a great opportunity for you to, maybe try something new and expand your horizon. And of course, you will be able to enroll into those classes based on eligibility and availability. So very important. Please keep in mind, if you are, let's say you don't have any university experience yet and you're interested in engineering, please keep in mind that you may not be able to start with a high-level engineering course. So there are some requirements that you may have to fulfill on a case-by-case basis. And then, of course, you will be taking those classes with regular CSUN students. So you're not only going to be together with a group of international students, you will actually meet other CSUN students and take classes with them. Also, what you can do is, while I talk about the semester at CSUN program, you can also study intensive English in case if you need to improve your English. We do have an intensive English program available as well, back on campus for face-to-face instruction for spring of 2022. And then again, of course, a variety of undergraduate and graduate degrees. All right, a couple of fun facts about CSUN, just in case. I'm sure you're not familiar yet. So our library, we have, since we're about 20 minutes away from Hollywood, we have a lot of filming going on our campus all the time. For example, our library right here, the university library has been used in one of the more recent Star Trek movies as the Star Trek Academy. Right here on this slide, you can see a selection of movies and films and television series that have been filmed at CSUN on our campus. For example, The Office has been filmed on our campus as well as a location. So it's kind of cool. Maddie the Matador, that is our mascot. You can see him right here. He's a very friendly guy. He runs around campus at the beginning of each semester, and there's usually a little competition between students to take a picture with him. And then we do have a lot of squirrels. So I keep that in mind. Here in Southern California, squirrels are very common. They're very common on our campus. So just make sure to not necessarily feed them any human food, right? You want to be mindful there. And then we do also have an area on campus which is called the Orange Grove. That is an area which is labeled off after, or which is still, I should say, one of the original areas, how the valley area in Los Angeles used to look like. There's a duck pond and a lot of orange trees, which were very common here in Los Angeles before it became more and more urbanly developed. Of course, if you want to venture out of California, well, not out of California, but out of Los Angeles, you can do so. There are a lot of different options available to you. San Francisco, San Diego, a lot of national parks, Joshua Tree, Yosemite National Park. There's Santa Barbara, there's Big Sur, if you want to do a drive along the California coastline. And then if you want to actually go out of California, of course, Las Vegas is not too far away either. It's usually about 5 hours away by car from Los Angeles. So a lot of different opportunities for you to discover and to expand your horizon and to just experience something new. Now, with that, this concludes our quick introduction and presentation. Please feel free to follow us on our social media channels. You can find us also on YouTube, on Twitter. So please make sure to check that out. On Twitter, you can find us at IPP, at IPP CSUN. The same is true for Instagram, and of course on YouTube at Cal State Northridge. There's also a cool video called A Day as a Matador, where you can just see what it feels like to be a student on our campus right here. I can highly recommend that video, so it gives you a better understanding. This is our contact information. I put myself here as well as Jessica. Feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. With that, thank you so much for your attention, and looking forward to see you hopefully sometime here in the future in Southern California in Los Angeles at CSUN. Thank you.